click yes.
Okay, yeah.
All righty. Hey, everybody. Hi, it's me, your girl, again. Like a bad penny. You can't get rid of me. Nope. I'm going to be doing this until I croak. So just get used to it. I'm Linda Marcus Smith. This is Comic Spot interview number 1112. I know, John, you weren't my first. I'm sorry.
Oh, shoot.
I know.
I was trying.
Everybody has like everybody wants to jump my bones now that I'm old. Now that I'm old, I have osteoporosis. So that's not happening.
Oh,
Anyway, so I'm just joking around. Anyway, this is an interview that you're gonna love because you're gonna get to know a New York comedian. Who doesn't want to know an East Coast comedian? Come on, you don't know. He could be the next hot thing and you got to see them here for free. So buckle up, strap in, strap on, whatever you want to do. We're going to have a little fun here getting to know my guest today, who is John Moore. So welcome him to the stage right here on Comic Spot. John Moore. Woo!
hey.
Yeah.
How's it
Hi,
going? Thank
John.
you.
How
Thanks for
you
letting me come
doing?
on here.
I'm happy to have you. I wish everybody in the Good Karma Festival would come on here. There's been quite a few that have expressed a desire, and I'm so glad you're here. Tell everybody where you live, whereabouts. Don't give them your street name or nothing.
Oh, no, no, definitely not. Yeah, I'm from the Eastern Shore of Maryland. I'm not sure if too many people would even know where that is at on a map or whatever, but
That's way out there.
yeah, out in the sticks. I like to say the only thing in my town where I grew up was like a church and a bar, and that was it. So good luck trying to find it.
Wow. So the closest city to you would be.
Yeah, city wise, I'll say Chestertown, Maryland.
So how far is that from Baltimore?
Baltimore's about an hour and a half away,
Which direction?
west, and I'm about the same distance to Philly as well.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, I'm kind of like in that happy medium.
And so you're in Maryland right now,
Yes, yeah, currently that's kind of where I'm based out of. Yep.
and you signed up for the Good Karma Festival that's happening in New York, right?
Yeah, I did. I had reached out on the website and like put on like the application or whatever and sent a video and um, Frank actually just reached out and said, "Hey, would you like to do the show down in Northeast Maryland?" Um, and which wasn't too far from me, so I said, "Yeah," and agreed to it. I'm definitely
Great.
excited to get out there. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. So let's go back to John Moore. When you grew up in Eastern Maryland, what were you like as a little kid in grade school and high school? Paint us a picture.
Oh, sure. I don't know. I was just I feel like a normal kid, maybe not so normal. A, a story that my siblings like to tell is that I would sell pencils and stuff in high school, or not high school, elementary school.
You would
I came.
sell, the audio broke up. You would
Sorry
do
about that.
what?
I would bring a little briefcase to elementary school and sell pencils and like little erasers or Pokemon cards or something in elementary school.
Oh,
So yeah,
wow, you're an entrepreneur.
yeah, that was the kind of kid I was. Yeah, definitely entrepreneurial.
Were you funny, or when did you start becoming funny in your life?
I would like to always think that I was funny. I was more of a shy, kind of quiet guy. I like to say that I was the writer for the clown. I I would say the joke first, and the class clown would kind of say it a little louder so everybody else could hear it.
That's funny. He was like your puppet.
Yeah, yeah, we can call him that. Yeah, yeah, he was.
What's the funniest thing you ever did as a prank or something that you told the class clown to say? What's the funniest thing?
The funniest thing that ever happened in class? Wow, that's a good question.
Or funniest prank you pulled on anybody, or what's something funny you did?
And I did something kind of bad in high school for like a senior prank. We had some like weed killer or whatever, and we just kind of etched our class year into the bank of like the front of the school. I don't know who did it, but somebody
Hilarious.
was a part of it.
Well, the statute of limitations has probably run out, so you're safe, I'm sure.
And hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. So, how did you get into comedy and when and how's that been going? How scared were you or were you scared to do it?
Oh yeah, I was definitely scared and nervous my first time. How I got into it was kind of just like I was always a fan of comedy. I was always watching stand-ups and podcasts and stuff. And then I like recently got into that show, Kill Tony. And I thought like,
You
oh
did it.
yeah, no, I was not on the show, but I got into it. Like I was watching it, and I thought I was like, oh, I could be better than half of these guys, like some of the episodes. So I figured I'd write down some
Absolutely.
jokes and give it a shot, and tried an open mic night with like some of my worst, dirtiest jokes, and in front of an older crowd, Chestertown, more so like around your age, I'd say, and definitely got some reactions and some, yeah. That's how I got into it.
Funny. What's the best and the worst advice you ever got in comedy?
The best advice was just keep writing, and I always hear it a lot. Just keep going out to open mics, get as much stage time as you can. Worst advice? I don't know if I've gotten a bad advice. I've gotten a few bad jokes thrown my way. At like an American Legion, I do. Everybody's always coming up to me with like knock knock jokes or something to go up there with. So
You do comedy for the troops?
it's at an American Legion. It's an open mic night at an American Legion that I do. It's like every Thursday.
But do
Um,
some of the soldiers, the old veterans, come in and watch?
oh yeah, there's a few that come in. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm an old veteran, so that's why I'm
Oh wow.
asking.
Yeah, thank you for your service. Yeah, I try to
Thank
make light and try and make you guys laugh.
you. Yeah, I do a live show here in Vegas for the military.
Oh, okay, cool, awesome,
Yeah,
nice.
I've done like 51 Zoom shows for the military. So I'm really into military comedy. So now you knocked on my door and you'll never shut me up. It's like, here we go. Tell us again, Linda.
Oh,
But
no, that
anyway, back to you. What now where are you at in your comedy career? Are you usually an open micer or have you been getting on shows? Are you a host, feature, headliner? Where are you at?
oh yeah, I'm at the very bottom right now. Still doing open mics. I do like 4 or 5 open mics a month. This is gonna be like my first show with the Good Karma Comedy Festival, so I'm excited about it. It's gonna be like my first 10 minutes that I've ever kind of
Wow,
done.
how incredible. Now, how are you feeling about your 10-minute set?
I think I've got it worked out. I just got to kind of record it and I'll listen back to it and just try to memorize it. So yeah, I think it's pretty much set. Um, I'm confident in it. I'm ready to go with it. So yeah,
Great. And when you submitted a video to Good Karma, did you submit a 5 minute or a 10 minute?
it was 1 minute,
1 minute?
1 minute long. Yeah, and I guess that was good enough. So
Oh, that's so scary.
yeah, yeah. It was kind of just like a some people would video me out at these open mics, and then I kind of cut up some clips and put together a minute. So that's what I
Wow,
sent in.
good for you. So, what is it still scary doing comedy, or are you pretty much just so excited to be doing it that you don't get scared anymore?
Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be a little bit of a different thing. Uh, More so of like a going to a show where people are actually going for comedy instead of just an open mic or somebody's dad playing a guitar or something. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, as this goes, I'm getting more comfortable on stage. Kind of gotten past, you know, having stage fright or being real nervous up there. But
What
yeah.
type of comedy do you do? Dirty or like what would you how would you just if you were watching yourself doing comedy and you had to explain to somebody what this John Moore does on stage, how would you describe it to a third party?
Sure. Um, I haven't quite figured out how to describe it yet, but dirty would be one of the words to describe it. I think I like to throw out like funny, what I think is funny, like non sequiturs, I guess you would call it, like just something kind of completely random, like a random thought that I would have that would make you just at least smile, at least. And I throw in some stories too, some funny things that have happened to me in my life.
I love that. Stories are really in right now. When I got into comedy 10 years ago, it was all set up in punch. And there
Hmm.
were storytellers, but you know, they were over there. And now the storytellers have kind of taken over, and the setup punch people are out on the peripheral.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Gotcha.
it feels like.
I always appreciated the stand-up punchline. It's the classic. It's the go-to. There's a few of them that I can kind of rattle off, but
Who's your
yeah.
favorite comedian, living or deceased? That
Oh, I'll say my favorite comedian right now is probably like Joe List. He's pretty good. He's funny. I really enjoyed his special that just came out. I'm a fan of like Ian Fidance, Mark Norman, those guys.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
What do you like? Have you ever paid attention to Dave Attell?
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of David Tell. Like I haven't really seen like if he's released anything recently, but definitely like in the early 2000s, I remember like watching him come on Comedy Central, and maybe seeing like a special on there too. Yeah.
What about Rich Voss? Have you watched him?
Um, I'm not sure if I've ever caught like an actual special of
Yeah.
Rich Voss, but I've seen him around like on the different podcasts or whatever. I'm familiar with him. Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, he likes to act like he's a dick, but he's really nice.
Yeah, he seems like a sweet guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all a front. Have you ever watched the comedy of Tom Cotter?
Can't say that I have. No.
You might not like it, but I do because I'm old school setup punch, right?
Uh huh.
And he's only like, I don't know, maybe 45 years old, right? He's not that old. And he's doing this old school style of comedy. And you don't really ever get to know him. He's just writing jokes to be funny, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
so many people are like, and they're like, and then I went to the OBGYN and the OBGYN had a big hand, you know. It's like
Exactly.
Tom Cotter gets on there. He's making stuff up and making it funny. And it has, you know, he's not even like taking off one layer for you. You're not getting to know him. He's just blowing smoke. And it's so fun to listen to.
I love that type of comedy too. Yeah.
So, okay, so I've talked your ear off. What is it that you're hoping to get out of and bring to the comedy festival with Frank Pignola's Good Karma Festival? A lot of people say, oh, you know, a lot of good networking. I'm so sick and tired of hearing all the pat. Give me something unique. I'm
I'm just
old.
looking
I could
forward.
die tomorrow. Send me to my grave with something unique.
I, I'll try it. Yeah. I'm just looking forward to getting my first 10 minutes out there, honestly. I'm looking forward to seeing how that's gonna go. And yeah, just actually meeting a bunch of, cool comics. The lineup that I'm on up in Northeast at the Naughty Goose, the lineup looks amazing. The comics all look like a fun time, a cool hang or whatever. Just looking forward to meeting everybody. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. That's pretty unique. I like that answer.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So in the daytime, do you have like a day job of some kind? I
Yeah.
assume that you work on a farm because you're out in Eastern Maryland.
Wow, yeah, you actually hit it on the spot. Yeah, I
Did
do work
I?
on a yeah, it's a farm vineyard winery. It's called Crow Vineyard and Winery. I'll shout them out.
What's the
um,
name of it again?
Crow Vineyard and Winery. Check them out.
Wow.
They yeah, I do a little bit of everything there. My title there is grounds maintenance, but I do a little bit of everything. Like he has like 100 head of Black Angus beef cows. We, take care of them, or I'm working out in the vineyard, and then on the weekend I'm pouring wine or working in the winery, just kind of helping make wine, move
Wow.
barrels, things like that. Yeah.
So if you're out in Eastern Maryland and what day do you perform at the festival?
Yeah, it's February 29th.
You got a lot of time to practice that 10 minutes. So, um, will you be doing it like 3 or 4 more times at um, the American Legion Hall, or are you going to practice it on people when you're pouring wine, or are you going to do it for the Black Angus?
Yeah, the Black Angus will definitely hear a little bit of it too. I got a favorite. I'll pick out one and maybe I'll try 5 minutes in front of him.
You can
Uh,
use their udder as a microphone.
oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, I've been throwing in some jokes that are in the set now, so I've been kind of playing around with it here and there, and yeah, hopefully I can like do somebody will let me do 5 minutes at one of these open mics so I can get like half of it out of the way. Right. So
Absolutely. every
yeah.
day, every day you can go to Joke Zoom and practice 5 minutes or 6 minutes on Zoom. Or if you want to hit up me and my friend in New York, Helene Witt and I will listen to your set over and over. We do that if people are getting ready for a big thing. We just let them do it over and over until ad nauseum, until they're sick of their set.
Awesome. That sounds great. I'd be interested and love to do that for you guys. That'd be
Hit
awesome.
us up if you want us to listen. Just listen. You don't want to change things, right? You just want to practice it. You'll figure out what you want to do yourself.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I hate it when getting ready for a big thing and somebody's take the first paragraph and make it your fourth and make your second one your third. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah. I think I just
No,
got past that point of figuring out what joke goes where. So hopefully it sounds good the way it is, kind of like in order.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure
But
it
I'm
will.
open to I like advice as well.
Yeah, well, you'd have to ask us for advice. We're not going to just give it to you. You'd have to say, "Did you like that joke?" And then we'll go, "Well, that joke kind of made sense.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe if you said this, but we're not the kind of shove it down your throat kind. Oh, don't do that joke. No, we're not like that.
Okay. All
No.
right.
Okay. So I'm rooting for you, John Moore.
All right.
Go get them. What date are you on the Karma Festival again?
Yes, February 29th down at the Naughty Goose in Northeast Maryland.
Okay.
Yep.
And the name of your winery is again?
Crow Vineyard and Winery. Check them out. They make amazing wines.
Lovely. Very good. Okay. And you do comedy at this American Legion Hall in what city?
Oh yeah, so that city is called Betterton, Maryland. I forget the post number, but the American Legion in Betterton, it's on 6th Avenue. And I do an open mic in Chestertown, Maryland, which is usually the last Wednesday of the month. I found an open mic at a brewery in Middletown, Delaware. That's like the first Wednesday of the month.
Oh, great. If I ever get out to Baltimore, which I wish I could, because I had a first sergeant in the Army that's from Baltimore. If I ever get
Mhm.
out there, I'm going to look you up and you're going to have to hook me up with that American Legion Hall. Me and my soldiers will have a good time.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great.
All right. Well, thanks so much and go get them. And thank you for taking time to come on so that my people can get to know you. Tell people where to find you on social media.
Yeah, sure. So you can find my social media. It's a little hard. It's John_John 6. The O's are zeros. Uh, that's my Instagram, Snapchat. Facebook, it's just John Moore. Good luck trying to find me though. There's about a million of them. On YouTube, I just started YouTube. It's John Stand Up, all one word. You can find me on there too. I got some clips you should check out.
Super. Well, this is going to be live on my YouTube, which is comedian Linda Marcus Smith. And it's live there. It might not be done rendering, but if you would take it, I'll send it to you. And if you'll share it with all your places and subscribe to my YouTube, we'll call it even.
Definitely sounds great. Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
John.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.